Hello everyone, this is an overview of the Carnage Mcfarlane action figure inspired by Amazing Spider-Man issue number 362, and I do believe we are all familiar with that comic. Alright, let's talk about this. This thing popped up on my radar maybe 4 or 5 months ago on YouTube, I believe it was, along with all the other Mcfarlane toys that were soon going to be released. However, this one disappeared. I couldn't find it. After that first time seeing it, I could not find it anywhere. It just disappeared. So for the longest, I thought maybe it was a fluke. Maybe they just decided not to make it. Maybe it sold out. I don't know. I was thinking all kind of stuff. And I'm not really a big fan of action figures, but I do have a couple in my collection. And this one kind of just stood out to me. It popped out, and I liked the way that it was designed. And so I said, I have to have it. And it came up again because from time to time I would search for it. You know, while I run my mouth, let's take a look at this. As a matter of fact, I'll just shut up and we'll do a 360. Then I'll continue to talk. All right, folks, as you can see, the detail on this thing is amazing. And let me see, where was I at? Okay, it popped up finally, I think on, I don't know, I was doing a search and it came up, and there were several places where you could buy it. Of course, there was eBay. eBay is always there. It could have been Amazon, I'm not sure. I believe Target, maybe even Kmart. And I know for sure Best Buy came up. And let me tell you, folks, if you plan on buying this, if it's still available, get it at Target or Best Buy. I got this at Best Buy for $30. On eBay, I've seen this thing priced at up to $49, almost twice the price. So do yourself a favor. If you can, get it at a local store or order it from a big name store. Don't order it on eBay unless it's just a last resort. Okay, let's take a look at the box. I seem to have overlooked that. So let's do a quick 360. And there's that cover we are all so familiar with right there. Okay, and that is the back. Okay, and back to the front. And I would like to put it inside the box to let you get a look at it, but if you can imagine, okay, where is it? Okay, I just realized something, folks. There is, I don't know if that's a card. It looks like it's just a card of the cover. Okay, hadn't realized that before. All right. And I'm not the type that will keep this in the box. I don't believe in that. That's just not my thing. So when I got it, I pulled it out the box and put it up on the shelf right away. Didn't pay attention to what else was in the box. But anyway, so just imagine that this Carnage is popping out from the cover of Spider-Man 362. That's the way it was designed, and that's what really attracted me to it. One of the things that attracted me to it. I kind of like that idea. It's pretty cool. All right. Now, a couple of things I don't like about this figure. First of all, as you can see, it's turned down. I don't know why it was designed that way. It's kind of crazy. So if you display this, it has to be displayed high up so that you can get a view of him from the underneath. If you display it at eye level, that's all you're going to see. And I guess that's okay, but I prefer seeing this. So I do have them displayed up on a high shelf. Now, I don't like that. Another thing I don't really care for are these plastic bases. I just do not, I despise these things. So I'm going to modify this. At some point, I will modify this. I'll either cover it with some clay, some hot glue, or I'll just remove this and replace it with something else. I don't like that. And this stand, I will be painting this red or probably black just to kind of conceal it a little bit so it doesn't stand out so much. All right, folks, so that's it. That's the brief overview of this Carnage Mcfarlane Toys inspired figure, Carnage figure. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching the video and thank you for supporting the channel. Bye, folks. Trying to get that thumbnail shot, but with this thing designed the way it is, it's hard to get a decent shot. Maybe that'll work. Let me see. That might do right there. Okay, I'll get something from that. Maybe right there. All right, thank you, folks. Bye.